Hoy, en nuestros encuentros en el Festival de Granada, hablamos con Jean-Christophe Maillot, coreógrafo y director de Les Ballets de Monte-Carlo desde hace más de 3 décadas. Bonjour, Monsieur Maillot.
Bonjour.
Welcome back to the Granada Festival.
Thank you, yes.
You returned to the Granada Festival with your successful version of Romeo y Julieta. Why did you decide to use a minimalist scenography and present the story from the perspective of the monk?
I think that when you have the ambition to re-choreograph a story that everybody knows and that has been so many versions done already, you have to find something that is personal in the way you can tell the story. And my idea was very simple. It was to think between all the protagonists of the ballet, who could have the most remorse about the story? Who could be the most upset with himself about what happened? And I thought that it was the Friar Lawrence because first he's the priest. He has this representation of religion, trying to do the good all the time. And by trying to do the good, by having this idea of giving the poison to Juliet, pretending that she's dead, hoping that she will see a Romeo later, he did a big mistake. And I thought it was very interesting to suddenly realize that he could tell us the story, how he remembered it, how he tried to think about what went wrong, why. And my idea was to use a very minimalistic set because I think it's important for the audience to have something very pure on the back, so that what become essential is the dancers, is what they are telling. It's how they write with their body on this white scan, the graphic of the story. And I thought it became actually a kind of statement in my work for the 30 years that went after. This idea that you could combine something realistic with something completely abstract, where the audience could see mostly like a movie, this ballet. And then I used all the artifacts of the movie, the slow motion, the stop on picture, the flashback, even the generic at the beginning of the ballet. And it was just my personal way of seeing the story.
Great. And when did you actually create the movement? In the studio, the rehearsal with the dancers, or before going to the studio?
No, I'm incapable of thinking choreography. I wish sometime I could think about it before and come and deliver it to the dancers. Me, I need to be with the dancer. You know, it's like for me, being with the dancer, it's like a sculptor being with the stone or with the clay. It's how to, a choreographer doesn't exist without the dancers. Sometimes I wish I will be a painter or a poet, because then I could just use my pen and just say, but I have to go through the people. I have to go through the dancers. So the most important for me, it's when anything it's created, it's because the dancer on the front of me is there and it's done with him. That's his sharing with me, with the ballet. So I love the idea that the dancer knows that whichever step that I have been thinking of, it's coming also from them. And it's a way of saying for me, this is the specificity of being a choreographer. You're not alone. You have to share with others. So music, I need the music, because the music for me is the supreme art, it's the key of all the emotions. And when I am in the mood of the emotion with the music, then the steps come because I have on the front of me a body that can traduce it.
Well, that's great. And talking of dancers, which essential qualities should have a dancer to join the Ballet de Monte-Carlo? Which are your criteria?
Alors, there is of course a kind of minimum level of technical capacity, which I expect. But I also think that it has to do with a personal taste. You know, it's like I always say that when you walk on the street and suddenly you see a beautiful woman and you turn your eyes on it, it's why do you look at that person and not at that person? It's something that has to do with chemistry. And I'm always looking for good dancers, but more important for me, for nice people. I cannot, you see, I think this work is too hard. It's really hard to be a dancer. It's too hard to do it with suffering. They already suffer with their body. So the relation has to be extremely fresh and joyful. So I'm looking for people with who I'm going to get along, people with who I can spend time, like a good dinner where you invite nice people around. And that has nothing to do basically with when I don't choose a dancer, I always tell them it's not because you're not good. It's just, it doesn't fit. Voilà. It has a lot to do with very simple relation and chemistry and emotions.
And just last question, what's performing, doing this choreography here at the beautiful Teatro del Generalife? What do you like most about this place?
It's like if you ask me what it is to dance on the front of the Eiffel Tower, it's unique. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm actually surprised that we haven't done Romeo here, because I think it's going to be extremely beautiful. It's the first time that I have a set that gives me the feeling of the outside. And the vegetation, the fact that there is also the trees. And I cannot wait to see Romeo walking, like if he comes out of the garden and sees Juliet on the top of the balcony and raise his arm to her, and she sees him and it's outside and it smells good. There's the flower and the noise of the water. I think it's going to be a dream. So I think it's a dream to do it here, and Granada is unique. So let's imagine that this performance has been done for here.
Thanks a lot. That's amazing. Merci beaucoup.